Skinner Burst is a 59 Les Paul that I bought 4 years ago, and it's been one of my main guitars for the last 4 years, and it has a great story, and I call it Principal Skinner because I'm a Simpsons fan. But it goes back to the Skinner auction house and a family in Benton, Minnesota, all the way back to 1959 when the patriarch of the family bought a brand new Les Paul model and in sunburst finish with a bunch of tiger stripes on it, kind of like this one. Around 1980, I gave it to his son to play. The family knew the guitar was worth a lot of money. By the time 2006 had come around, not only was the father retired, but the son was about to retire from the Benton police force as the chief of police, and asked his father permission to sell the guitar. By that time, it was a very, very expensive guitar. Now mind you, in 1959, this guitar was $265, not including the case. So they consigned the Skinner Burst to the Skinner auction house. That's how it got the name. At the hammer price, it was the most money ever paid for a guitar because it was coming out of the original owner's family, provenance. It is not a fake. It's never been messed with, altered, whatever. That adds a lot of value to these things. The hammer price was something like $337,000. The guitar came to my life through its second owner and my good friend, and he was ready to let go of it. So I bought it, and I've basically used it on every record since. Used it exclusively, almost exclusively, at the Muddy Wolf show we did at Red Rocks last year. And we also, it was one of those things where I just play it almost every day, and I love the guitar. And so when the idea came about to do a second set of Seymour Duncan pickups, it became very logical that we would just do the next one, which was Principal Skinner. Talking about the pickups, we did the first set, we did 1959 sets of Magellan pickups. The second set of pickups are going to be based on the Skinner Burst. And Gibson did a collector's choice, so they did 300 copies of the Skinner Burst. And we're going to use one of the copies as the test guitar. So I'm really lucky to have the source and a really accurate copy that Gibson Custom Shop made to do these, do the Pepsi challenge. But we're going to try to get them as accurate as possible. And one of the great things about the line of pickups that we did, every set of pickups that I heard sounded the same. Like, my hat's off to MJ and the Custom Shop team for doing that, because, after the 500 sets of pickups, you figure out, like, well, what is this supposed to be? What is it supposed to sound like? They're very, very consistent. So I was really impressed, and I think people will really, really love the new set of pickups. So I'm eager to get them going and get them on the road. At the end of the day, it's all about how you achieve that sound in your head. And if it's a new set of pickup, if it's a new plank of wood, if it's an old plank of wood or a new plank of wood, doesn't matter. You can rule the world with anything.